And we're back to our Ford Explorer here. Sorry for all the noise, everybody. Let's see here. So basically what I'm going to do is try and get farther away from all this noise. Which it isn't working, but that's okay. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to try and diagnose this based on power. We're going to look for power problems. Where is the power being turned on? And from our battery, we have fuse line A, it goes to body control module, but the rest of it comes down, and all these fuses in the battery junction box are hot at all times. And it goes to B, 2 of 5. So let's go to page 2 of 5 and look for B. And when we find that, it is up here. So we know that all these fuses are hot at all times. It comes down, keeps going down past the PCM power relay. And it comes here to the run start relay, and that's where it ends. This relay must be turned on to send power down the rest of these fuses in the battery junction box. And then that goes to F, which is page 5 of 5 on the, says body control module. So we're going to go to page 5 of 5, which is F here in our body control module. And all these fuses would be hot, which we know from prior testing that they are. So we're not going to go inside, but these fuses power up, the majority of everything. Occupant classification, parking aid, auto dimming, right obstacle, rear heated seats, heated steering wheel, generic function, that's police, left side obstacle, video camera, front lighting, in-vehicle temperature, all-terrain module, heads-up display, restraint control module, center stack, brake shift, blah, blah, blah. It does a lot. So that is a really hard to get to fuse box, the body control module. So we're going to go under the hood to the battery junction box, and we're going to play around with these fuses, fuse 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. We're going to see if any of those are hot. And then we're going to try and see by unplugging this relay if these fuses lose their power. Because that may be what's going on. That relay may just be bad. According to our diagram, it goes start-stop switch to the RFA module. The RFA module does some CAN bus communication to the body control module. Body control module controls the run start relay. The run start relay goes to the PCM, then it goes to the starter, yada, yada, yada. So it definitely goes start-stop switch to the RFA, then to the BCM. So I'm not sure if the RFA is telling the BCM to stay awake or not. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and remove this run start relay to see if the rest of this will power down. Because this very well may communicate, and this very well may communicate with the key off. I'm not sure. All right, and as we can see here, it says remove the run start relay from the battery junction box. Okay, and then it gives us a diagram. It's the outer relay. So that is going to be this relay right here. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull that relay. So we're looking for 90 to 94 fuse. What do we got here? Oh, there's 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. So 94, 93, 92, 91, 90. And guess what? It's hot. Hot. They're all hot. So the run start relay is activated. So let's remove the run start relay and let's see what we can find. All right, now if we can get this relay out without damaging it, that will be the best case scenario, obviously. And somebody has already been here. There is a whole bunch of dielectric grease. I think you guys can see that. Just dielectric grease all up in there for whatever reason. Like, I have no idea where these people come up with these ideas. It's mind-blowing. All right, so let's see if we got power. We're still lit off. So the run start relay has been removed, yet we still have power. So most likely something is backfeeding power. All right, so 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, and 94. Let's go ahead and pull those fuses. So that's all of these, each and every one of these fuses. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stick my test light down right there on that empty fuse slot. And I'm going to go ahead and pull each of these fuses one by one. There's one. Two. Oh, and looky there. The car just went to sleep. Isn't that interesting? Let's do a scan. Fault scan. No response. The car has actually gone to sleep. That's weird. Put our fuses back in and we have nothing. Put our relay back in and we have nothing. So now the car has actually gone to sleep. We still have cluster, body control module, audio. There's still a whole bunch of people actually talking. The powertrain portion has gone to sleep, but well, that's interesting. Gonna open the door, close the door, and nothing happened. So I'm gonna turn the car on. And the run start relay is on. Okay. I'm gonna turn the car off. We'll let it go to sleep, and we'll give it a few minutes to fall asleep here. So somebody's been here, you know, playing with all these fuses and everything, and this is supposed to be the PCM relay. Nice and cooking hot. This is supposed to be the run accessory relay. Or run start, I forget which one it was. But when I pull this relay, the PCM power relay, we're gonna see that, look, everything turned off. So either it's backwards, which is definitely a possibility, or the PCM relay is somehow backfeeding the power, the PCM relay. So let's take a look at the diagram and see what we can find with that. All right, so here's where we are. Okay, test light is on ground and we have no light. Okay, these are supposed to be, this is fuses 67, 68, 69. These are the PCM power relay fuses, and these are the run start fuses. None of them are hot. Now we have one power, two powers, right? You guys can see that. Two powers. The relay is not clicked over. I ground pin number one. We hear the car come alive. So now we have power on all of our fuses here. So this is supposed to be the PCM power relay. This is supposed to be the run start relay. But honestly, I think it's backwards. And look here, I have two powers. Oddly enough, two powers now. How can that even be? And right now we'll have communication to everybody. If I undo this relay, we have communication to nobody and we lose our powers. They're gone. We have one power, but not the other power. So that's very strange. Let me figure out, let's look at a diagram and see what's going on there. Okay, so PCM power relay should have one power, two powers. Okay? But when we jump the run start relay, the PCM power relay has two powers. F to 505. Power inside the car, body control module. Now, if it's the run start relay, it would have 2 powers constantly, a constant 2 powers, and then it would get its ground, which is more likely. But when we jump, I'm confused right now. Okay, so looking here, we have the same stuff. We have a power, power, and a power. Okay, no powers on the other legs. Now, if I install this and jump this relay, it's really hard, but you can hear it. Well, not with all these vehicles. I'm working at the street right now. Sorry about this. But I'm clicking this relay, but as soon as I let go, everything turns off. But I can hear it working. Now, if I plug it in over here, I turn it on and everything stays on. Very, very strange. All these fuses stay powered up. It's almost as if when I unplug it, all the fuses are dead. It's almost as if the service information is incorrect, and this is the run start relay, and this is the power PCM relay. I think that's what I'm dealing with, or somehow it got swapped at one point in time. But what's really weird as well is when I jump this, I now have 2 powers on the load side over here. So if I have 2 powers, oh, it's so hard to see. If we have 2 powers on the load side, I'm trying to say that the run start relay is in the center. Somehow we're backfeeding power off of D, which is 2.5. D is here. 67 and 69 to 68. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 67, 69. Let's go to 3 of 5. 3 of 5 to fuse 68E. 3 of 5. 68 and 70. All right. So we're going to jump this relay. Now we're hot. 67, 68, 69, and 70. Right? So it's all these. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to check. We're hot. We're going to pull 70 first. Oh my goodness, look at that. No way. Now when I shut it down, it's actually turning off. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and install this fuse again. Now it's staying hot. Oh, you guys can't see it, can you? All right. It's staying hot. You shut it down. You see that it's nice and hot, or not hot right now. I jump it, and we're hot. I'm going to pull this fuse. We are no longer hot on any of our fuses. The relay is doing what it's supposed to do. So most likely it's this fuse that's backfeeding, which is 67, 68, 69, 70. Okay, but we're gonna try and remove some of these others first and repeat the procedure and make sure it's not a fluke or whatever, you know? Okay, we're hot. Still hot. Still hot. Still hot. Still hot. All these are still hot. We're going to pull this tin. And the whole thing goes to sleep. All right, there it is. So now we know which one it is that's backfeeding power. Ooh, that was a tough one. Okay. Now we have our direction. So we're going to have to figure this out now. Now, I mean, it was tough to find our direction. Now let's see if we can figure out what fuse 70 is and what it's getting power from. Okay, all right, so fuse 70, right? Here we are. Does a lot of stuff. AC clutch, low fan relay, high fan relay. Those look like they're built into the battery junction box, most likely. I don't know. We'll check and see if we can't find them. All-wheel drive, relay module. What else we got? Externally controlled variable displacement the compressor, turbocharger. So, man. Except 3.5. What engine do we have? Sure, you guys already know what we're dealing with here. I have no idea. This looks like a 3.5. Yeah, 3.5. So this says except 3.5. This says 3.5 turbo. Except 3.5. Is it a turbo car? I don't think so. It's got a mass air and it goes directly to the throttle body. So no, we're dealing with a regular 3.5. Okay. So I don't think any of this matters, to be honest with you. Externally controlled variable compressor, except 3.5. This says 3.5 turbo, except 3.5. Okay. So then we're dealing with the all-wheel drive relay module, except 2-liter turbo. Is this an all-wheel drive vehicle? And it is not. I see no axles back here, no differential. Okay, so that eliminates that portion. So what are we dealing with? It brings us back to battery junction box. One of these relays seems to be backfeeding, so it may be the battery junction box itself that has failed. Very interesting. Let's go to AC clutch relay and see if we can't locate it. AC clutch relay. Control find AC clutch relay. Oh, they don't have it because it's most likely going to be built in. Oh boy. But there are engine cooling fan relays. Let's see here. Let's go back. Low fan, fan control, high fan. And I see on my phone here, you guys probably can't see that. I see on my phone here that we have engine cooling fan 2 high speed relay. Okay, is there a cooling fan 1? I don't see. Cooling fan 1 and 2 low speed relay. Okay, yeah, we got some cooling fan relays. Let's start taking some of those out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna install this. We're gonna jump the relay. We want it powered up. And then we're gonna start taking these out one by one. Start with this one. Still hot. So it's not going to be that fan relay. Somebody has been in here with dielectric grease and dielectric grease the entire thing. Please stop doing that. I hope that, just don't do that. This is something that doesn't need to be done. Do you drive your vehicle through water crossings? I don't understand why this happens. They're not doing it to keep water out. They're doing it to improve conductivity, right? And it's just not the way you want to do things. Let's try this relay here. Oh, come on. Can't get in there and get it out. Somebody's already taken it out because it's broken here. Okay. It's still hot. Okay, so there's got to be another fan relay around here somewhere. Blower motor. Air conditioning clutch relay right here. Oh, I broke the relay. I cracked it. Yeah, I cracked it. My bad. Still hot. Man, it's really looking like it's in the fuse box, but it could be wiring. It could be wiring. So what else do we got? Engine cooling fan 2. We already did that one. Engine cooling fan. What is this one? Okay. This one here. Let's pop it out. Didn't hear the relay click. Still hot. All right. It's not getting any easier here. Rear washer. Run start. Air conditioning clutch. Oh my goodness. So it's none of them? It's none of them. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? There must be power jumped onto this in some way, shape, or form. Perhaps this wiring. I don't know if somebody has added something to this vehicle at one point in time. All-wheel drive relay module. All-wheel drive relay module is in the left rear corner of the vehicle. What are the odds that something's been done to it? Oh my goodness. I think somebody's already been here. Somebody's very good at what they do, and they've been here already. They already know. So this car, it doesn't have a tag on it, and it's super clean. I think it's a used car lot. I think somebody got rid of this car for this reason. So let me go into here and see what we can find. Okay, we have made it in here finally, and I believe that connector is what we're looking at. I'm not sure. I don't see anything down in there at all. It doesn't appear that there's any damaged wiring or anything like that. Of course, we could be wrong. I don't really see any corrosion on anything. So let's try and unplug this right here. Okay, and it's impossible for this to have a problem. There's no way at all. So it's not going to be that connector. All right, now I've lifted up the fuse box. I got to figure out what's going on here. And there was two wires together and they were taped. And I said, oh, look at this. So there's a problem here. Somebody has done something. They joined these two wires, this gray wire and this purple and like orange or yellow. All right, so our fuse 70 is a gray wire. And then our fuse 94, the 30 amp square J box or J case is a violet and orange. So they jumped those two wires for some reason. Now they both get power from the same thing, right? E? No. Oh, one gets power from E, from the PCM power relay. That looks like it might stay energized. That's what's going on. Wow, tricky people. Okay. So we're going to undo this real quick and then see how the vehicle's operation is. I'm going to have to use two hands. This is a pain. I don't know why somebody would have done this. This is very strange to me. You know? But we don't ever know what people are thinking when they do the things that they do. You never know why or how or what. Okay. Now let's retest. Now we see that obviously there's no power. Test light works. We're going to install this relay. Still no power. And here, the relay is acting as it should. Look at that. Now, I can install both relays actually. No power. Still no power. Look at that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the key. We're going to do a real test. We're going to turn the key on. Okay. Car came on. Now we're going to shut it off. Open and shut the door. And the car powered down. And we have no power. Look at this. No power. Boom. Okay. Now I don't know why these wires were jumped like that. It was either the vehicle was sabotaged or there's a problem that they were trying to fix with a power supply. So let's go ahead and do our scan real quick. It's still plugged in. We'll go fault scan. Let me zoom in for you guys. Oops, the key is off. And we have no, man, this is horrible. All right, yep. So anyways, no response. This car is gonna go to sleep. It's not asleep right now, so there's some modules that are communicating. But the main thing is, done. Okay, here we are. Let's grab this and take it inside the car. Oh, it's terrible. It's horrible. All right, so I could go to history, but we're not going to do history. We're going to go to America. We're going to go to Ford, standalone. We're going to check. I waited 15 minutes. We're still plugged up. I want to see if it'll identify the vehicle. And it will not. Bingo. That's a win, guys. Now, I'm calling it here. We're done. I don't know why this was done. So there may be a problem with the vehicle somebody was trying to fix. Not my concern. Doesn't matter. I fixed the complaint. If they want to go further, we can go further. But this is most likely a used car lot. As you can tell, there's no tag on it, and the car is super clean. It's super clean in here. You know, there's no stuff. So I'm not going to fix the whole car for them. You know what I mean? They want to know what's killing the battery, why the transmission was making the noise that it was making with the key off. I have fixed this. Now there's something else wrong with the car, probably. They'll have to drive it, figure out what's going on. If they want me to look at it, I will. Catch you guys in the next one.